Well, another Wednesday. Here we are. We've got Dr. Oz and Loz and Chelsea Jean, and we are here with you live. Second week now. It's been great getting to meet people, who are interested in learning about how to empower themselves with their health. But basically, we are here every week, coming together, having a conversation. And if you've got questions, please ask, because we will answer those questions in here. It's all about you becoming empowered to take your health into your own hands, understand a little bit more about your body and some of the other types of things that you can do to help keep you healthy and, living a long life. Yeah.
Exactly, Loz. Yes. So hello, everybody in BooB CamP. If you're new to join, my name's Chelsea Jean, and I'm excited to bring these other two wonderful, beautiful faces to you, because this is what we want. We want to share our knowledge, and we want to be able to empower you to make changes, because we know along the way your body feels a little bit run down, a little bit yuck, and we want to give you ways to change that. So today we're going to tell a little bit of a story about that and how to empower yourself. So yeah, Chelsea Jean Lymphatics Clinic in Brisbane. That's me, but also educating all over online. And then I'm just going to hand over to Oz. Look at us, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
How are you? Thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for the invitation again on this talk. I think today we're going to talk about something really interesting and something that most people suffer a lot and complain a lot when they come to one of our clinics. And I'm actually looking forward for this topic.
And so what is the topic, Chelsea? Also, my name's Loz. I'm a healthy habit coach, and I help you optimize your performance, focus, and confidence by unlocking the handbrakes that are holding you back, which is probably your eating, your breathing, your sleeping, your moving, and your hydration.
Yeah. So I think today we're talking about what happens when your body tells you no, right? No more. And it's starting to show you all these signs. And then we maybe listen a little bit, but then we keep on powering on. And Loz, I listened to you talk the other week about telling your story, and I'll let you go into that soon. But we know when there's something wrong, and how frustrating is it when we're not being heard? We can go to our GP, we can go to our friends, we can go to Google and searching for something. And sometimes we're told, and we're going to talk in the case, in my case of lipedema, talking to for the wonderful women who have got lipedema and had no idea that this was going on. And their body is getting bigger and bigger, and they look at themselves and think, what's going on? And they seek help, and they're shut down and shut down again. And then put on antidepressants because there must be something they must be nuts, because they're not listening to their GP's advice. So this is a good talk about what happens when your body says no more. Yeah. So Loz, did you want to chat a little bit about your story with that?
Yeah, and I love this topic because a lot of us experience challenge through our life, and we go to seek answers. And especially when it comes to our own health, it can be quite overwhelming. Normally, when something happens, the first thing is that it's either very acute and you have to do something about it immediately, like, you've cut yourself or you've had a burn and you end up in emergency. But with a lot of dis-ease and things, sometimes what we do is some stuff happens to our body and we ignore it. Let's be real. A lot of us ignore it, or we don't know what to do. And so we ignore it, not maliciously, but we ignore it because we just kind of are a little bit confused. It's not quite acute enough for us to go to emergency, but then we're like, well, where do I start? So normally the route is, you're feeling run down, you're chronically getting sick, you go to a doctor, a general practitioner, because you've got a relationship potentially with them, and then they go, okay, well, you need to speak to a specialist.
Dr. Oz, you've got a great background and a lot of knowledge when it comes to lipedema and lymphedema and that part. Can you just tell me what sparked your interest in those two things?
Actually, before I go there, I would actually like to make a comment on what Loz just said, because I think the degree of the problem here, like all the variables on this equation has to be taken into consideration, because on one side we have the person or the patient, how long it takes for someone to start actually taking action. Like we usually leave things till they are actually more complicated.